The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This game will start with a throw on first down. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Cowboys. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
19, go!
First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll take this forward for about a yard of best. Jacob Parrish in there for the stop.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 46, here's second and 8.
Here we go.
Get out of the gun is Milton. He'll take a shot for Watson. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
We're going to try to pick this up on third and 8.
70,
From the gun, here's Milton. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. They picked up 17 through the air. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Ready.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
1. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a yard. On play action, here's Milton. That's to the right side, up by the crowd. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. throw that. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
On second down, here's Milton. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plains. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Cougar 19. Go.
And he'll take it on in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Oh, a flick back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go. Go pink. 50. Green. Set.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completion, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Jacob Harris in there for the stop. To the air on 3rd down is Milton. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. Forced to his right. This is caught at 2. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley who appears to be shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, Trap 60. Cowboy 80.
He'll try to run this one in. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Number 2 brings up second and goal.
Okay, ready?
Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal.
Ready? Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Ready, right?
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Thrust, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Half yard, that's all they need on this third and
Here we
goal.
go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warrior 70, 60 Maverick, 60, go.
Here's a design run, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his first NFL touchdown. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Cup 19.
McBride is the motion man. Now Milton. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Go, 17.
And a first down.
Watch out now.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's to the end zone. Well, it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
It's second down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag. A little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Second and 10.
Blaster, 6. Down. Ready?
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard
Go.
line.
Here we go. Here we go. Spike 60. Blue. Red. Cycle.
Now, faking the give. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Go red. Blue. Go set.
Irving. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Now behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
From a little further back, here's second and goal.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Tampa. That is second TD catch of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and
10. Here we go. Here we go. 1918. Ready, right?
Milton now to throw on first and 10.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
On the check.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To the air. It's Milton. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Get it. Bronco 8. Mustang 19.
To throw, it's Milton. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
McBride is the motion man. He's got it at the 7, and he's in! Touchdown, Dallas.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure, and when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So after the touchdown, It's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Ready. Here we go, set. 60 red. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Open receiver is Emeka Egbuka. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Irvin. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
Set. Black 40. Ready?
He'll go again here with Irvin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here we go. Black, 95. Set.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And now he loses the football. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the drive for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now. 33, yellow. Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now, screen set up for Irvin. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw.
26-yard line.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Blue striker.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Moving to his right. He'll try to run for it. The ball comes out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue. and retains possession after the big play.
30-yard line.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That is good. What a throw. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Makes the score Cowboys 26, Buccaneers 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll go play action here with Milton. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Get it! Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
On first down, here's Milton. He'll try to hit him with a screen. This one will be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield. Now the Bucs will take their first time out, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Here we go, here we go. Liking it.
From the gun, here's Milton. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That was their second. Talk things over before third down.
Third and 3.
And across the league, this is not one of the easier defenses to go against, let alone as a rookie. So his confidence, it's been evident all week, and it's shown up here as he tries to prove he belongs on this field.
Try and throw with Milton. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
First and 10 at the 40-yard
19
line.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is second and 9.
Let's go now. 65, pass all 80. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's got space inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way.
16.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go. Red. Yep. 60 red. Red. Cycle. Slide blue. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Set. Ready. Yellow. 43. Fight. 97. Green Jack. Ready.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Got it.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Set.
Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Off he goes. And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of that. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This ain't what you want.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They're going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks.
Come on, set. Black 40. Go red. 6. Mega. Hut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Rush to his left. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll swing this out wide to Irving. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver.
It leads to second
And it'll be second down.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Ready?
They'll look to throw yet again. A high throw over the middle that's taken in. And he's into the end zone. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Davis, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers are back within 6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Come on. Ready?
Looking out of the gun is Milton. He'll throw it left, and that's his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 6. On the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Toward the outside. Catch made by Watson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
To the air. It's Milton. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
22 yards. First down, Dallas.
79 Broncos. Go.
Milton going to look to throw it again. A toss left side, caught by his running back. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
A gain of 12.
7 Irish. Grab 60.
Throwing again is Milton. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Dallas.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion.
26.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Blue.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
On the set.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Laying it up, and he made the catch. What a play. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
38.
First and 10 at the 30.
Throwing now from the gun. Now a shot here, deep middle. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
60 red.
Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
And that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but 4th and long coming up.
Watch out now. 50 series. Hey, green. Smash, red. Claws, red. Chop, 17. Ready.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's in. Ladd McConkey. Touchdown, Tampa.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will cut the deficit to 7.
Buccaneers, 33. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. start on the ground, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle. From 23, here's 2nd and 9. McBride is the motion man. There's that man again. Another catch. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot, drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
60 Vikings.
That's left side. That's the tight end, McBride. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4.
Crack all 80.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. The man in motion is Watson. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, here's Milton. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
70 Lions. Dragon 60.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Elijah Cansey. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
They'll run it here with Saquon. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Gain of 16.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Buffalo 18.
They'll go. Here's Milton. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
Cowboys 47. Buccaneers 33.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Got it. Right through. Hey, blue. You know blue. Red, 38. Black shot. Hut.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on the line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
We'll try again. It's
Down.
second and 10.
6. Blue, 32. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. A ball deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
He's going to look downfield once again. He's got it! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
2 yards.
Trouble, 38.
Complete to Ladd McConkey.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Now second and 10.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, third and 5.
52.
And 5.
Go red. Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he will score. Game on. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
Receiver in motion. Going right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it out of the middle. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Ready, catch.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Come on, come on. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Go.
Get out of the gun is Milton. Rolling right. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Try and throw with Milton. Will look middle and finds McBride as tight end. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And now the defense is going to take their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready? Set. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. On the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This will be returnable from his own 15. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blue 32. Striker 3-3. Red, yellow. Set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Out to his right. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick 1st down.
39-yard line.
Ready.
They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 45, white. Claw, 10. Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted.
Get it?
It's first down, and they'll run. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
First down, Dallas.
Ready?
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one.